do 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 do. Let's see who's here. Who is here? Ryan's number one. Ryan Pike, the Watcher. Nathan. Nathan. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Let me know in the chat. Louder, lower. My guy Ja in the building. Loyal. I like the name. Stay loyal. The Pebble. Odyssey Ascension. Where have you been? My brother, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, Odyssey? Odyssey of Ascension? Are you ready for watch parties? How have you been? Cheryl Tucker Moore. Wish York the best, but it's about effing time. We didn't think it could be done. What up, Consistency? King Thriller. Django Broadcast. Also, hope everyone's having a good afternoon. Thank you, The Pebble. Andrew, Laura, no notification. Of course. I sound perfect. Cool. You've been awesome. Thank you, Odyssey. Hope you're here September 10th for the watch party. You know how it goes down. Now, I'm going to say this. Dang, I'm hitting the mic. If you want to donate, Super Chat, Cash App, all that good stuff, donate for my pain. Because, and if you've been at the watch parties, you know why. I am done advocating for players, okay? I am done being loyal to players. I am done because it does nothing but come back to bite me in the butt. All right? That's just what it does. So I am done. I am done advocating. I am done being a nice person. I am just going to root for everyone to get fired immediately because this is what happens. People get fired and then I look stupid because I said, no way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's not going to get fired. 4th round pick. They're going to stay by him. They're going to see what happens. They're going to stick it out at least for 4 weeks and then go from there. And then what happens the next day? He is fired. And we have got Dustin Hopkins. And I look wrong again. But what do I know? Absolutely nothing. So donate for my pain if you want. If not, like for my pain, share for my pain, do something for my pain. So here we go. Let's get right into it. OBJ is another example. I advocated for him and now he's the enemy. Once I told you, once you go to the rival, you are my enemy. So OBJ is my enemy. OB who? Schwartz already got cut, Nathan. He's already cut. He is gone if you didn't know. Schwartz got cut. How do I feel about the kicker swap? I don't know. I heard he's hit about 80% of his kicks, 90% of his kicks the past couple of years. But here is my question to you, chat. Now that York is gone, are you happy or are you satisfied now? Are you satisfied? They had to cut him, right? Are you satisfied? Will there be no more complaining that Cade York is finally gone? Is Twitter happy? I haven't checked Twitter. You know, I had to run on here and go live. I know it's 2 years old, but 2 years old, 2 weeks old. I'm tired, as you can see. I know it's 2 hours old, but you know I wasn't home to go live until now. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Or will you never be satisfied? It doesn't matter that they cut Cade York. You want more people to just be fired. Let me know. It's kind of somber. You just want to see wins. And this is what I want to know. Django, you beat me to the punch, Django. You beat me to the punch. What happens when Dustin Hopkins misses his first kick? Will you want him cut next? I just want to know. I just want to know because what happens when he misses? Will we want him gone too? Will you want him kicked into the stratosphere of obscurity? I don't even know if that was the right word, but it sounded good when I said it. Django says first kick he misses, he's done. Let me know. What's going to happen when he misses his first kick? Will Twitter explode? Will Twitter go on fire? Now, Cade York, listen. He missed very important kicks last year. A couple of games he cost. He won a game and everybody loved him. But I said it, if you remember, go back to the watch party. I said after week 1, they love him now. Let him miss a couple of kicks. Let's see what happens. And this is what happened. What's going to happen to Dustin Hopkins when he misses 1 or 2 kicks? What are appropriate expectations for this year? Andrew, very good question. I say appropriate expectations are playoffs. I think that's appropriate. I think it's appropriate expectations. After missing 1, trade him. If it's the Browns, we're known to complain. What up, Yo Boy Oreo? I like that name, Yo Boy Oreo. How are you doing? Consistency, thank you for the $10 at least consistency feels my pain. Thank you, Consistency, for the $10 donation.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Appreciate you. You are consistent. Trade his soul. They will scream for Phil Dawson. Off with his head. I hope Cade does have a redemption arc and has a successful career still. AFC North win. That's a predictable expectation. What you're saying, Pac-Man? York has his chances and he didn't cut it. You just blew it. I blew it or York blew it? Which one? Or did we both blow it? Because I was advocating for him. And I'm a failure for advocating. I'll tell you this, Anthony. I'm done advocating for players. I am done because advocating for players turns out in making me look like a failure. So I'm done. I'm not believing in anyone anymore. I am done believing in anyone. Believing is done. I'm done with it. York had his chance. I read that one. I'm doing good. Let's go, Browns. And you know what, Nathan? This sounds mean. I don't want him to have a successful career, and I don't want him to have his redemption. You know why? And this is very, what can you say? Very spoiled of me, very selfish of me, because we cut him. So I don't want to see him go somewhere and make 90% of his kicks and start booming game winners. And I don't want to see that, Nathan. And I know that's mean of me, Nathan, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to look and be like, well, dag nabbit, look at him now. I don't want to see that, Nathan. You know what I want to see, Nathan? I want him to be successful in life doing something else. You know, stocks, bonds, a good portfolio. I don't want to see him go off and do anything kicking-wise, because then I'm going to look back and go, dag nabbit. I don't want to see it. But I am very scared for Dustin Hopkins. Very, very scared. Because you think Cade York had pressure? You think Cade York had pressure? Dustin Hopkins is walking to a stadium full of pressure. His first meaningful kick. I'm not talking about an extra point. I'm not talking about a kick when we're up 10 points. I'm not talking about a kick when we're up 7 points. I'm talking about down 3, tie football game, that first pressure kick. I feel sorry for Dustin Hopkins because you already know you were brought in because the guy before you couldn't make pressure kicks. I feel sorry for him already. But guess what? I'm not advocating for him. I am done in the business of being an advocate because it makes me look stupid. How do you think Browns will do? Yo, boy, Oreo. I said 12-5 or 11-6 is my prediction. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping to see. Obviously, yo, boy, I would love to say 14-3, 15-2, but I'm not going that far. That's a little bit outrageous out there. But 12-5, 11-6, I would be happy with that. Maybe he'll take up tennis. What up, AAA? But I'm not saying they shouldn't have cut Cade York. He didn't help himself either. You know, he had like a Baker Mayfield attitude, but he didn't prove anything yet. You at least prove something before you had like a snarky attitude. Now, if you've seen his interview the other day, Now, the questions were a little redundant and kind of stupid, but you gotta have at least a polite attitude when you keep missing kicks. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta have kind of a polite attitude when you keep missing kick after kick when they matter the most. You can't just go, okay, this question's stupid. Even though we all felt the question's stupid. So, do you want to make the kicks? No, I want to miss them. Of course he wants to make the kick, but you can't think what we're thinking. You have to still keep it polite. Keep it professional when you keep missing kicks. So his attitude wasn't the greatest. But I feel very, 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 very sorry for the first pressure kick for Dustin Hopkins. Now, maybe he has ice in his veins. Maybe it doesn't matter for him. Maybe he is a different breed. And you know what? I don't care. Who cares? Pressure. I don't know what pressure is. But that first kick, my stomach is going to be in knots when we need it. Dustin Hopkins will be good. I hope you're right. He went from kicking in sunny LA to frigid cold Cleveland. It's a different climate. Has he kicked in cold weather before? Does anybody know? Has he kicked in cold weather before Cleveland? I don't know his career. I didn't look it up before I got on here. I just went straight live. I was told he was about 80, 90% kicking wise the last couple of years. So that's good. That's good to know. Has he kicked in cold weather before Cleveland? 12-5 would be amazing if they could win 2 playoff games at least. Oh, if they win 2 playoff games, Nathan, listen, I'd be happy with that. But some people won't be happy unless they are hoisting that trophy. And listen, I can see that too. Listen, Super Bowl or nothing. He did kick in Washington. Okay. He went to Florida State. He kicked for Chicago. How did he do in Chicago, Fat Boy? What was his numbers in Chicago? Does anybody know? Why did they let Hopkins go? Oh, or Washington. Well, somebody confirmed Washington. Why did LA let Hopkins go? Did they get somebody better? I could Google this, but I'm live. I won't Google. I'll just ask questions as I go. It's a very good question. If he was this good, why did they let him go? It's a very good question. They must have somebody very, very good then. You think he's really good? Cameron Dicker is the starter, so he must be better than Dustin Hopkins. Okay. It's going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I am very nervous for his first pressured kick. But seriously, how many kicks does he get from the fans? 1, 2. That was wrong. Nope. Oh, wow. No. I didn't mean to do that. NFL is going to fight me. That's from the last stream. I did not want to show Cade missing a kick. How many kicks does he get from the fans until they're done with him? I want you guys to seriously think about that. How many kicks does he get from the fans, misses, before they're done? Drafted by the Bills, traded to Washington, traded to San Diego, and now to the Browns. How did he do in Buffalo? That was his coldest place. How did he do in Buffalo? How did he do in Buffalo? The kicker's better than him, and his numbers are amazing, just not very strong leg. Who doesn't have a very strong leg, Fat Boy? Hopkins or Cameron Dicker? Now I want to see his numbers in Buffalo. Oh, he didn't play any games in Buffalo. Never mind. So he got drafted and traded straight to Washington. Dang. Hopkins' leg isn't very strong. Okay. That's very disheartening to know. Hit that like button as you come in. Be greatly appreciated. Did I miss a donation? Wait a minute. Somebody donate? Andrew, thank you for the $1 donation. How'd I miss that? Andrew, I need you to say something like, yo, bro, you missed me, bro. Hey, shut your trap. and acknowledge me. My bad, Andrew. Thank you for the $1 donation.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you,
Here
Andrew.
comes the money.
Appreciate the $1 donation.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. But he is a sniper. Okay, so he doesn't have the leg like York, but he has the accuracy. If he can be consistent on 45 yards, I'm fine with that. And we'll make up to 50, but he is almost automatic from under 50. Almost automatic from under 50 can make up to 50. Anything past 50, we're out of luck. Okay. Forgot to charge. I didn't think I was going live today, so I didn't charge my wireless headphones yesterday. That's what I get for assuming I wasn't going to be live today. And the Browns do Browns things, so now I can't move like I want to move. This is ridiculous. Good job, Cleveland. That's all we need. 50 and under. In your opinion? Well, you know Stefanski likes to go for it anyway, so you might be right. You might be right, Fat Boy. Stefanski likes to go for fourth downs anyways. He's 50% from 50 and longer. Yeah, we ain't we ain't kicking longer than 50. We can forget that. That is out of the question. Longer than 50, forget it. It ain't happening. What's the number on the 50% AAA? Is it like 2 for 4, 10 for 20, 20 for 40? It's going to be very interesting on how many kicks he gets missing wise. Hopefully he doesn't miss. Hopefully he just makes every kick and I don't have to worry about it. I can dream, right? I can dream. Hopefully he doesn't miss a kick. And I will never have to worry about that scenario again. 15 of 30. That's interesting, to say the least. 15 of 30. So we're all happy Cade York is gone. We all now have Hopkins. So that's it, right? No more complaining for now. Is Hopkins psychologically sound? That brain should be working well, which is what York is needing. Laser, how you doing? Laser, you're in the building. You just got here. So I'll ask you, hopefully it doesn't happen. How many misses does he get to the fans' Twitter burns? Laser, how many? And by the way, I'm not advocating for any players anymore because they all let me down. They all let me down. And will Cade York get signed by another team? Do you think another team picks up Cade York? Or do you think he goes a year without playing football? Or do you think another team takes the flyer on Cade York and they go, you know what? He's got a leg. He's got that rocket for a leg. We could use him. Let's see what he's got. Do you think somebody takes a flyer on the 22-year-old rocket for a leg kicker? Or do you think they're like, nah, we're good. We want nothing to do with him? What do you think? Fans will give him a half a miss. Man, yours is lower than mine. And they'll start complaining. Nobody will pick him up, says Fat Boy. Personally, I say if he misses about 50% in the first 2 games and they cost us the games, all the fans will turn on him immediately. Immediately. That might be right, Pebble. That might be right. What up, Kayla? Are you happy? Kayla, listen, Kayla. I was wrong. I can admit it. I can take my medicine. I can come on here and say how wrong I was. I didn't think they would cut their 4th round pick. I thought we would go into the season with Cade York. Guess what, Kayla? I was wrong. Shocker, right? But you think somebody will take him on the practice squad, Kevin? You want a dependable guy who makes routine kicks? Brandy, how are you doing? You're psyched, Cottonwood? When he misses that first kick that determines a win or a loss, then fans will go crazy. So the first kick that determines a loss, it's over for Mr. Hopkins, Triple A. That's what you're saying? So he gets one determining game kick, and the honeymoon phase is over. I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that sentiment. Unfortunately, I agree with that sentiment. You think the new running back will do great? Okay. You think this will be a great season? I'm hoping you're right, Loyal. Man, listen. Man, there's so much going into this season. And on paper, everything looks good. Everything looks great. It just has to be put together. But I keep saying this, the AFC is just such a freaking gauntlet that it's kind of like college football in the AFC. Every game matters. Oh, it's only one. I don't know if you can say it's only one game in the AFC. The games you're supposed to win, you have to win them. It depends if he misses it 50-plus yards to win the game. I won't be upset. But if it's under 50, he's got to go. One, Kayla? One kick? If he misses one under 50, you want him cut immediately? Now, we can't keep cutting kickers, chat. Like, we cut Chase McLaughlin. He's doing pretty good over there in Tampa Bay. I forget who else. I think it was Cody Parkey. We cut him. Now, I'm not saying I was the biggest Cody Parkey supporter. We cut him. Just get out of here 1 year. We've cut Cade York 1 year. One kick, you're done with them? What if that's week 3? That's not even a year. Somebody's got to stick, right? Can't we? How old is he, by the way? I know I got a lot of questions for you guys, but this is why we're a chat. How old is Dustin Hopkins? I think York got a fair evaluation and missed the mark. Good job, A.B. You think he got a fair evaluation? I don't know. This is why I say that. I keep going back to Phil Dawson. He missed more kicks than Cade York his first year. Now, I don't know how many game winners he missed. Listen, I can't go back that far. But he missed more than Cade York in his first year. And everybody loves Phil Dawson. He is like untouchable. I mean, he's untouchable. I just think we are in the era now that everybody has access to everything. So when you miss something or you do something great, it's right there on your phone. You can post it. You can view it. And it's there. You see what I'm saying? So I think the era is just different. So when you're bad for a year or average at best, everybody's there. Everybody can comment on it. And you really don't have time to grow into anything. I guess you're right. That's harsh. But if misses become a habit, he's 32. Okay. So 10 years older than Cade York. He's not old. So you can keep him for a while. For a kicker, that's not old. What up, Marino's GOAT? How you doing? You picked up DeAndre Hopkins on your fantasy team for 4 years straight, and he was above average every time. I want him to be consistent on extra points and give me field goals. 32. That's not bad. I think Mason Crosby was it Mason Crosby is 42? In Green Bay, right? Wasn't he 42? Now I'm throwing out ages. Don't quote me on the age of Mason Crosby and he was in Green Bay. That could totally be incorrect. But I know he was up there when he was making kicks and doing his thing in Green Bay. So 32 is not bad. It's not bad. But with Phil Dawson, I don't know how many game-winning kicks he missed, so I just know how many he missed. And I'm not going to go back and look because that's old news and everybody loves Phil Dawson. And I love Phil Dawson too. But it is what it is. I just hope Dustin Hopkins does great because for his mental and his physical, I want him to do great. And for the team, I want him to do great. I want him to do great things. This is a very good point, Tim. It's a very good point. With Phil Dawson, we didn't have an expectation that is, you know what, Tim, that is very correct. With Phil Dawson, we didn't have a chance of winning anything. That is right. That is correct. So if he missed the kick, so what, really? Like, were we going to win anything back then? No. That's a very good point. So when Cade misses a kick, it is heightened to a more of a degree because we are in a win now situation. That is a very good point, Tim. You see when I could admit when somebody makes a very good point and I got to reassess that. That's a very good point. Dawson probably did have more lenience because them teams weren't very good back then. That's a very good point. So he had more leniency to grow. And we are in a hyper win now situation. Very good point, Tim. Wacky Wisdom Network. We make a very good point. Tim Zowler, Wacky Wisdom Network. I got to say your full YouTube name to give you your credit. Great point, Tim. So I'm excited, though. I'm excited. And I'm more excited for AB because he got the pulse of the fan base, the pulse of the team, and he did what I said I didn't think he would do. Because pride and ego can stop you from doing things. And the reason why I didn't think he was going to do it, because he was the 4th round pick. That was my only reason. That's your 4th round pick. You spent it on a kicker. And you're like, no, I ain't letting him go. That was my reasons. Listen, pride is something, all right? And you're like, I picked him 4th. He is going to make it. He is going to do it. I have faith in him. Because I picked him 4th. He's going to do it. But AB said, nah, listen. You got to go, bruh. Because we got to win. So I give AB credit in that. He didn't let pride get to him. So shout out to AB for that. I think Cade will wind up on our practice squad. 4th round picks are hard. So you think they'll get him back, Kevin? That's very interesting. You think they'll get him back? Okay. We'll have to look at that. You think they'll get AB back? Not AB back. Cade back. We're going to get AB back. Where did he go? Laugh out loud. Thanks, Corey. Hey, Tim. I call it how I see it, man. I'm a straight shooter. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When someone makes a good point, I will call it out. I think he saw the obvious. What was the obvious, Cottonwood? I'm just messing with you, man. A lot of our games seem to come down to a few kicks. I hope now we have someone who can deliver. A lot of the games in the NFL come down to one score. So I did see a lot of people on Twitter saying, well, you know, if it comes down to a kick or offense isn't doing this job, the NFL is a hard game to win. So if people think we're just going to go out there and just blow out every team, that's not happening. You're going to need to make your field goal kicks. That's Tom Brady. Adam Vinatieri was one of his best friends. So you're going to need to make your kicks. I agree. going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be interesting. So we like Pierre Strong Jr. Do we like that pickup? The little trade we did for Pierre Strong Jr. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see it. Not a very popular name. Not a, the running back from New England. Looked shifty, looked fast, can catch out of the backfield. Nice and, young running back. We're going to have a nice young backfield behind Nicholas Chubb. Is Jordan Wilkins gone? Is he going to get cut, or is he still here? He's still here as far as I know. I haven't heard anything about him. What do we think about him before we wrap it up here? Before we wrap it on out of here? What do we think about him? I think he looks pretty good. I mean, listen, he's young, he's fast, catch out of the backfield. We're not asking him to be our number one back. We're not asking him to lead the team in rushing. We're asking him, hey, come in, spell Nick Chubb for a little bit. I think I like what I seen. Not excited yet. Not excited, but hey, who knows? Strong, really fast, like a young Kareem the Dream. You expect a strong performance from Pierre. I liked what I seen, Tim. I liked it. And has Kareem the Dream, has he been signed yet? Is he still just out there in free agency? Just chilling, waiting on people? What is going on? I'm starting to feel bad. Like it's my fault. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see this coming for Kareem Hunt. I thought he'd have been signed by now. But who knows? What's going to go on with him? Hopefully he gets picked up soon. You just wonder why Belichick let him go to us? It's a very good question. I don't know their backfield situation, but hey, I'll take him. He looks good to me, and he's young. Yet Jerome Ford, him, Nick Chubb, Jordan Wilkins, but I'm still mad at him right now, all right? Learn how to secure a handoff. I'm still mad at Jordan Wilkins right now. It's going to take me a week to get over it. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. I just wanted to admit how wrong I was about Cade York. See how you guys were feeling about it. And to let you guys know, I am done advocating for players. That is it. My run is over. I'm just counting Schwartz and Cade York. I am 0 for 2 advocating for players. They have not panned out for me, and I am done. From here on out, it's over. It is over. Other than that, Patriots suggested the trade. Belichick just helping out. He's helping out Cleveland. Really, Negan? Negan? I like the name Negan. How you doing, Negan? We were all wrong. But listen, I'm the one that got to admit it, Jai. I'm the one that got to admit it, man. I got to come on here and take my medicine, which I'll do it every time. But when I'm right, y'all in trouble because I'm going to be obnoxious about it. But other than that, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate y'all coming through. 10th can't come here fast enough. Saturday can't come here fast enough. Buckeyes, Indiana, still don't know who our quarterback is. I am more nervous than, I don't even have a metaphor for that. I'm just nervous, but I may hop on here again and talk about that later on this week. So keep your eyes open, keep your notifications on, and you know the drill. So until next time, appreciate all y'all. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.